Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to my 31 Days of Horror in October, day 15. Now, today we're going to be talking about The Bloodlands, which actually has an alternate title called White Settlers, which doesn't make a bit of sense to me because it almost makes it seem like a period piece, and it's not. Now, The Bloodlands is a 2014 film which runs approximately 79 minutes and is directed by Simon Halligan. Now, he was responsible for Habit, not the one that Larry Fessenden directed, of course, and Splintered. Now, this stars a favorite actress of mine, and that is Pollyanna McIntosh as Sarah. Now, she was in The Woman, Exam, Darlin, and of course, she did a small stint on The Walking Dead. It also stars Lee Williams as Ed. He was in Deli in a Day, The Waiting Room, and Popcorn. And Joanne Mitchell as Flo. She was in Sybil, Adult Babies, and Before Dawn. Now, this film did a whopping $38,086 gross. Okay, Sarah and Ed are a couple who move, and I believe this is Scotland. They're in Scotland. Who move into a farmhouse that was owned by the bank. Now, they do get a little bit of a backstory on the farmhouse. The farmhouse was actually owned by a family who wasn't able to keep up with the payments. The father apparently died kicking and screaming and didn't want the house to be sold, but they have a big family. Now, they move into the house. They have to do a little bit of work on it, so it was a while before, believe it was like a month before they could move in. The first night that they moved in, strange stuff starts to happen around the house. Doors start to open by themselves. They hear noises downstairs. The key is in the door and then it's out, the door's open, so evidently someone's getting in somehow. Eventually, Ed and Sarah are woken up for probably the fourth or fifth time that night by a group of people wearing pig masks that are determined to run them off of their land. I'm pretty sure you can figure out where this is going. One thing that I didn't expect in this film was the way the people in the pig mask treated the couple. While it's vicious, there was a few things that I actually didn't see coming. Now, I do have a couple cons for this film, because this film, I think, is pretty much hated by just about everybody. I actually enjoyed it. One of the things I didn't like was the guy who played Ed. The way his character was written, he was kind of a knob, and it bothered me. The other thing that bothered me is usually I give it a pass, but for some reason with this movie, it just bothered me. Was the stupid things that people do when they're being chased by killer or killers. And this movie kind of bothered me at times because of that. One of the things I really liked, however, was Pollyanna McIntosh's character. Usually she is pretty much anyone who's seen The Woman or The Walking Dead, she's pretty much a badass in those films. She was actually quite played a feminine role in this movie, where she was kind of scared of a lot of things. And I mean, I'm not trying to generalize here, but she is a lot more. She was a lot more feminine than she normally plays in her other roles, and I thought it was interesting to see a different side of her than we normally see. Now, I did give this one a 7.5. I really enjoyed the ending. But like I said, there were some things in it that did bother me, which kind of kept it from getting a higher score. This is actually I know people have been picking this up from the Dollar Tree. I would say definitely pick it up if you can find it. I enjoyed it. I gave it 7.5 smashed pumpkins. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.